Let's do this thing. We got 1,000 videos on this video right here. Anyways, we're gonna do a different type of video where we kind of talk about randomly getting a video to 1,000 views and how we can replicate that and what we've been doing right and what we've been doing wrong. We talk about the algorithm. And then whatever else.
Okay.
The algorithm.
Algorithm.
It's an important word. It's a hot word.
It's really cool to see 1K views next time.
Yeah, it's really cool. Something that should be
the
so.
only video
Let's
that-
cheers to the 1K view video.
Yeah.
Cheers. Damn it. All right, so we noticed this video going up. It was a throwaway video, right? Like, what are your thought processes as to why it started gaining views?
So something we've talked about off camera is that this game is probably so niche and so, what do you call it?
Niche.
Like,
Nietzsche.
if you're an asshole, yeah. It's probably so Nietzsche and like
What?
in alpha or just like, I don't know, so low budget that people don't know about it. And so we're kind of swimming in a lane that no one's like swam in before.
Mhm.
So anytime anyone searches anything on this game, we just happen to come up because this game's shitty and no one's playing it.
So let's see if we search search One Leaves gameplay. We show up third. We show up third
Is
for
that
One
on
Leaves
your
Know that?
gameplay.
YouTube account? The real test would be Courtney looking
True.
because she doesn't watch any of our videos.
You go on YouTube and type in One Leaves gameplay. It's true, she doesn't. We come up second on mine.
You guys are the third one.
Third one.
Nice.
Third one on a completely non-subscribed,
She's
non-viewer phone.
She's subscribed. Another guess I have is that because this is kind of a puzzle game, a lot of people try to look up answers for puzzle games.
Mhm. If we look at the top 5 sources, right? I think ours is the most interesting thumbnail. And just for this section, we'll put the thumbnail right here.
Yeah.
I mean, I made that thumbnail, and it's honestly one of the shittier thumbnails I've ever done.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that's part of its charm.
I stuck 3 cigarettes into her mouth.
Right.
What about it of the thumbnail stands out outside of it not being just a screenshot?
Honestly, red text.
Do you think red text does it?
Contrasty thumbnails always like
Huh.
pop a lot.
That being said, I think part of the charm to our thumbnails is that they are so poorly, like they're not intended to look professional.
Correct.
You
Yeah.
know, like there's a level of humor. It's just like
They're making
it's
it
like,
look shitty.
yeah, it's like bad
Yeah.
Photoshop humor is funny. So I think that's
Making
part of
it
the
look
draw
like-
is it's funny to look at.
Is a funny thumbnail a clickable thumbnail?
Yeah.
What clicks first? Contrast or funny?
I truly think it's colors and just like kind of what Tyler's saying, like ones that are meant to, that look like they have time put into it.
The title. How grabbable is that
What
title?
was our title for this one?
This game trolled us so hard.
One of these
One
games.
Leaves gameplay.
I feel like that's pretty like, I don't know, use the term like clickbaity. You know what I mean? I feel like for someone searching the game to see that title would make them want to be like, oh, this is a trolling thing.
So how about like funny title versus like an achievement based title? Because I feel like our titles err on the side of funny, right? We try to make it as funny. Like the video we
Yeah.
dropped today was called Cheap Dirty Slots.
My personal
fine.
preference for titles are funny ones. I feel like the regular gamer or your average viewer on YouTube is probably looking for something progressive or achievement based or
Yeah, right?
how to beat something. But honestly, I'm always baffled to learn that so many people don't see YouTube as like an entertainment medium.
Yeah, that's changing, I think. It's changing.
I think so, but I've been saying it's changing for years. Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
I'm stuck in a vent. Oh wait, flashlight.
Jesus Christ.
God damn
Played
it.
the game
Joe.
already, by the way.
Yeah. How you gonna get through that?
I think that's the door for the morgue.
Really? Because I think it's a fucking dead end, Tyler.
So yeah,
We need to stop saying anything.
Whoa!
You gotta,
that never happened before.
yeah, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
Played the game already, by the way.
What do you look for in a YouTube title? Would you rather click on a title that says how to build your YouTube channel, or would you click on a title that says YouTube's fucked?
Number one.
How to
Number
grow
one.
your YouTube channel.
That's the thing, though, is I feel like a gamer will typically click on a video of someone they don't know because they favor the game rather than the content creator.
Keywords. Do you think that matters?
Yeah, I think the tags are probably underrated. But from what I understand about tags is that the algorithms and systems are just getting better at knowing when people are using irrelevant
Bad
tags.
ones.
Yeah. And so what they do is they basically in their algorithm is like mark that down as a like irrelevant tag usage video. So that I believe that anything that's left using the tag part of the algorithm is hopefully still relevant.
So what I'm reading is because of the like high usage of irrelevant tags, YouTube has kind of shifted away from using tags as an optimization. And I think it's now focused, like you have to take what you were trying to accomplish with your tags and apply it to the description and titles of the videos. Nowadays, you want your video description to be at least 200 to 250 characters and adequately describing the video, because that's where YouTube is going to pull from to rank it in search.
Any of the videos I've had to write the description for, I mean, you usually read my descriptions, but I try to make them funny.
Yeah.
But if you see, like, I'm subtly trying to put in bigger search terms within that comedy.
So that's an important part.
Yeah. I guess my thing is, like, I've seen, like, bigger content creators use tags, but barely. They almost attach tags, like, out of obligation. But as, like, upcoming content creators, I don't think it hurts to pay attention
So
to it.
yeah, I think that's the source or the subject matter that I want to focus on is what it is to grow a small YouTube channel.
Yeah. And that's almost what I think a lot of those articles are kind of referring to. It's just the general mainstream content creator and the algorithm they have to deal with. Don't get me wrong, I think there is content out there about the algorithm as like an upcoming content creator. But I mean, I just think when you're starting, for anyone who's starting out, it just makes more sense to pay attention to everything. But I'm still with Tyler in that I don't think tags are ultimately what's putting videos in front of people's eyes.
Yeah. What keywords would you want in the descriptor at this point?
Well, I would also, before we dig into that, I would like to say that I think when it comes to descriptions, it's one of those scenarios where there's no right answers to descriptions, but there are wrong answers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start there. What else is wrong? What's very, very wrong? For a small YouTube channel, what's wrong as a descriptor?
I feel like the average person should be able to read your description without watching your video and be able to understand or get an idea of what they're about to watch. So if your description is nothing but hey guys, I'm out here, I'm still making content. If you could just if you do me a huge favor, if you just go like and subscribe.
I think that's a big no-no.
Yeah,
right.
it's
that in your
I have
descriptor,
no idea
for sure.
what you're talking about. You know?
Yeah.
You said when you wrote that description, something you didn't think about that you think about now is keywords.
Mhm.
But even with that, I mean, that's ousted every video we posted,
sure.
15-fold at the best.
So here's the interesting part that I did want to bring up. When did it oust? Right? It was nowhere. It's not like we dropped the video and it hit 1,000 views a day later, right? It was months. And this was part of our scary
yeah, because we
group of
filmed this in
games. So it was
October.
October, right?
Yeah.
November, December, January, February, March. 5-6 months later, half a year later, are we noticing a jump? I imagine when it dropped, it started at the same amount of views as everything else, right? Maybe even less.
Yeah, I think it was less.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it really is at somewhere it just it hit a checkpoint and then it just took off after that. If you take our entire repertoire of videos or our entire collection, one leaves, it's not that it's a dud. It's just it's not one that I think any of us would rank in the top 5 even
Right,
as
sure.
far as humor quality.
humor
or-
quality, time that we had
Or even game
filming
quality.
it, game quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, personal enjoyment.
Sure.
It's not like a shit video, but at the same time, it's not up there with the quality of stuff
Right.
that we would rank in the top 5. It's not up there on views because it's the funniest video, because it's not. That's what I'm questioning is what is it that made it take off?
I think part of that answer is that it is a very specific thing people are looking for. And I think that's why the increased viewership for this video hasn't translated to increased viewerships of our other videos, right? No one's clicking this video, seeing these guys fuck around on this game, and like, oh, I want to see what else they're doing. If another one of our videos, of our really funny videos,
I was going to say,
did this, I think it would unlock more views with other videos. You know, so even an
one thing
interesting...
I mean, and this is something that I read about in influencers like 3 or 4 years ago even, is they said like the videos that take off aren't the like you were talking about earlier. It's not the ones you posted yesterday. It's the one you posted like 6 months ago, 1 year ago.
Yeah.
It's like once it starts getting traction and it actually starts to go through, you know, obviously this is coming from influencers that were making money off videos, but they're like, we don't make money from videos that we made last week.
Yeah.
We make money from the videos we made like months ago.
Yeah.
And once they reach that checkpoint and they get sent through to like the mass audiences, that's when it actually takes off. So it's almost like an investment of like, we're posting a video today in hopes that 6 months from now, it'll actually take off.
So I guess at this point in the video, I guess for smaller YouTube channels, I guess it's just a point to make that just stick with it and just throw whatever you can out there.
Yeah.
Because we had no idea this video was going to hit 1,000 views. And
that and small wins matter. I think for us, frankly, 3 guys in a living room just playing video games when they can, outside of their regular day jobs, hitting 1,000 view video is pretty sweet.
The important thing that I think that we've stuck to pretty well is from the beginning, it really is just, for the most part, us playing games and having fun, and we just record it. We do this because it's a fun thing to do in our free time, and
I think it's a good way that combines our love for comedy, video games, photo, video editing, even music shit, and just like threw it all together.
It's like YouTube is our catalog of just like good times that
moments.
We had. Yeah.
Obviously, if like, you know, you're starting just like us, paying attention to underperforming videos or whatever is still important. But as Tyler was saying, it's like, I don't think you should ever discourage yourself from continuing to do something because it just like happens to not be where you're expecting it to be. I think it's just more so keeping a positive attitude and going like, okay, well, this one didn't do as well. Well, why? Like, I think we made a lot of videos that we were expecting to at least do a little bit better than what we might have gotten. Like, and I think being able to have like that constructive criticism against yourself or like ourselves as content creators is something that like we've been pretty good about doing. And like you said, not being like, all right, shut it down, we fucking suck.
I think like building off of what you were saying, I think like what we're going to need is a video like One Leaves, but one that we also think is funny. Yeah, like if One Leaves was at the humor quality of one of our other videos, it's like people might not be looking for a funny video, but they're gonna watch it and then they're gonna be like, oh man, you know what? Like I wasn't looking for this, but these guys are actually pretty funny, and they go to the channel and look at other stuff, you know?
But that's almost the opposite. Not the opposite of what Kevin's saying, but it almost like solidifies us in being broad in terms of our game choices, right? Because you do want to be kind of that underground game that only a few people are searching for to then catch the humor. Because like we've done a couple Call of Duty videos on the channel, right? Those don't hit because there are a million Call of Duty videos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like we kind of have to, it's got to be the right amount of luck of this random ass game that we played, just like this one ended up being one that people actually care about.
To be clear, we all started this as fun. Yeah. But like throughout the process of having fun, we've hit checkpoints, right? Like we've grown a viewership that's past the 3 of us. I think one thing that keeps us neck above the rest is that we're still having fun. We're consistently going to have fun doing this.
Creating things that will catch people's eyes or people's attention is different than appeasing the algorithm. You know, ultimately, if it's good content, people will put it into the algorithm.
You almost should not be thinking actively about the algorithm.
Right.
Because you
should be aware of it.
The algorithm's whole thing is we want to push the people who are making good videos,
Yeah.
and we want to hold back the people who are not. So it's like your focus should not be, how do I make a video that appeases the algorithm that sees my video as something good? It's like, no, you just make a good video and the algorithm will play into exactly what you're doing to begin with. So
Individually, what do you guys want to do with our videos to make them better?
Gimmick gameplays could be fun. Mixing gameplays with IRL or like, in real life circumstances. Finding ways to just make gaming more fun in a way that people don't normally
Haven't done
associate
yet.
gaming with.
For me, it's I want to give us a chance to be relevant. Like,
Algorithm.
I want to be part of relevant searches. I want to play current games. I think with older games, you're relying more on the humor to carry it forward.
that's true. There's probably not many people searching Battletoads.
Right?
I was going to say something very similar to what you were saying, but I was going to say like make it more of a niche channel to where it's like there's something else going on. You don't even need to like video games. You're laughing because of the real life situation they're putting themselves in, not because of the game they're playing. You know? And it was just funny because that's kind of been the plan since the beginning.
That's what I was going to say. When we sat down with a notebook about what we want to film, there were so many ideas of like what we would do with playing video games.
A lot.
And we've been doing this for 6 months now and we haven't touched it.
Yeah.
It's time.